Hello everyone. Today we're going to take a look at an active noise cancelling headphone from Moondrop. Now this headphone features hybrid active noise cancelling, beamforming microphones, low distortion drivers, and a fantastic build quality, all for just under $100. So in this video, we're going to test out the features, the ANC performance, the sound quality, and the microphone record quality. And without wasting much time, my name is Onyi, and this is the Moondrop Edge. Okay, now before we get started, I'd like to disclose that this video is not sponsored, and as always, my thoughts and opinions remain entirely personal. And with that out of the way, let's get started. In the box, you get the after-sales card, a USB-C cable, a user manual, a carrying pouch, and lastly, the Edge. And at the time of this video, this headphone comes in at about $79 US and £79 in the UK. The headphone weighs about 256 grams, so it's quite lightweight and easy to carry around. And they fold up nicely and very compact in the carry bag. Okay, now let's look at design and fit. And looking at this headphone, the thing that stands out to me is the very sleek design concept around the yoke. And the whole piece is made of solid metal, and I like what they've done here with the design concept, and this makes the headphone to stand out from other generic headphone designs. Now comfort wise, I think it's really great once you correctly adjust the headband to your head size. Now the headbands are well built with a fabric material on the top and a memory foam padding underneath, and it has a sliding motion which once adjusted, they maintain your adjustments, which is excellent. Now, although you do feel a light pressure on your head, the clamping force is on a very mild side. Now, to experience this mild clamping force, you do need to adjust the headphones properly to your head size. And the ear pads are made of memory foam, and they do feel very nice and very soft. And I haven't experienced it overheating my ears. So now let's look at the drivers. Now inside each ear cup, it has a 40mm low distortion dynamic drivers, delivering a balanced sound quality. But I must say that they do lack a bit of low-end frequencies, but more on that later on when we get to the sound test. Now moving over to the controls. The controls of the headphones are located at the right ear cup, and there are no touch control functionalities on these headphones. You only have buttons, which isn't a bad thing. Although the buttons are not the best that I've seen. In fact, it's a little hard to accurately press down the correct intended button, but more on that later on. Now starting from this side, you have the volume up button, which is unusual to have it on the lower side. I expect it to be in the place of the volume down button and not the other way around. But anyway, moving on. Now in the middle, you have the power on and off button, and it's easy. You just press and hold to power on, and then press and hold again to power off. And the button also doubles as a Bluetooth pairing button. Next to that, you have the ANC button, and pressing this down will cycle through the different ANC modes. One really good thing is that the headphone has an app where you can also customize the ANC controls. Now, although I had some issues in terms of linking the app to the headphones, as I struggled to get it working, at least on my iOS device. But once it finally connects, you see the ANC controls at the top, and this is the same as pressing the ANC button on the headphone. By default, the headphone's ANC is set to closed, which simply means the passive noise cancellation. And when you tap on noise reduction, this activates the headphone's active noise cancellation mode. And then tap on the transparency option to activate the transparency mode. And this is where the environment sound gets pumped into the headphones. Alright, now the next point is charging and battery life. Now this headphone uses a USB-C port for charging, and it takes about an hour and a half to charge a dead battery to full. Now the good news is a 5 minutes charge will give you 4 hours worth of playtime. Now that's really great. And the headphone has a battery rating of 48 hours, which is plenty enough to last you more than a day. But keep in mind that battery life would always be dependent on your volume levels and the different modes that you have turned on. Now there are no IP ratings on this headphone, so be sure to protect it from dust and water. Now the next thing to talk about is Bluetooth and connectivity. Now Bluetooth 5.4 is supported on this headphone, so as of today, you're getting one of the best connections and transfer speeds. Now the headphone also supports multi-point pairing, so you can connect up to 2 devices at the same time. Now the audio codecs supported here are SBC, AAC, and LDAC. Now with an LDAC compatible device, you'll be able to get high resolution audio transmission. And again, activating this would have a significant impact on your battery life. Now audio and video latency is excellent on these headphones. I couldn't audibly or visually detect any lag. I did a test when watching things like YouTube, Amazon Prime, Netflix, and it worked flawlessly.
To believe in retribution.
Now it's time for the audio test for this headphone, so use an earbud or a headphone for the best experience. Now we're going to go ahead and test the microphone record quality here. Okay, this is a microphone recording of the Moondrop Edge in a quiet room. Now let me know if you like the microphone sound quality of the Moondrop Edge over and out. Okay, now this is a microphone recording of the Moondrop Edge in a simulated windy environment. Now let me know if you like the microphone sound quality of the Moondrop Edge over and out. Okay, now next up is the ANC performance, and we're going to go ahead and do the test here. Alright, now finally we're going to test the sound quality, so stay tuned afterwards if you'd like to hear my thoughts.
I wake up on Sunday morning, feel that ache inside my heart. I can't hold on any longer, I'm seconds from falling apart. Wasn't like any other summer, soon it left that warm summer breeze. Although you gave me your promise that you were never gonna leave, but you did, and you always will. Because to you, it is just a thrill. Hearts breaking on the dance floor. You better hold on so they don't take you down. Heart breaking on the dance floor. You better move fast, don't ever slow down.
Now, as you just heard, the Moondrop Edge sounds really good, at least for the asking price. But let's break it down, starting from the volume and loudness. Now, about the volume and loudness, the headphone is sufficiently loud for most users, and even at the maximum volume, the audio remains clear without any distortions. I think the guys at Moondrop really played it safe here. While the headphones sound reasonably loud, I feel there should be a little bit more headroom for the enthusiasts, especially with the lack of bass boost in certain frequencies like in the sub bass. And this brings me to the sound quality. Now, the stock tuning of this headphone comes across as flat, with no excitement in the high frequencies and in the low frequencies. On the app, the extra bass preset is going to be the best bet for bass lovers. Now, this preset will help to boost the bass frequencies of this headphone. It's kind of like giving the headphones the missing edge. However, it begins to sound a little bit muddy and lacks detail and clarity in the upper register. Now, the rest of the preset then modifies the sound a little differently. It would be great if they added some kind of custom preset so people can dial in their preferred sound and this will give the headphone yet another edge. Overall, the headphone delivers impressive sound for the asking price, making it a solid choice for casual listeners. Now, before I give my recommendations, here are a few points to consider. And the first thing is the button layout. Now, the buttons are so flush and close together, it's challenging to accurately press the correct button without pressing the wrong ones before finding your way to the right button. Now, this might be due to my fingers just being slightly on the large side, but it's just something to be aware of. Now, the second point is the reverse volume up and down button. Now, this will definitely take some getting used to, as my default is having the volume up button on the upper side and the volume down button on the lower side. Now, the third point is the app experience. At least for iOS users, from scanning the QR code on the box and being redirected to a wrong, dodgy app, to connection issues between the app and the headphones. Now, don't get me wrong, the app looks great and the UI is easy, and the only issue is linking the app to the headphone, even while the headphone is connected to the device. Now, I may have been unlucky to have a faulty device, but I think an update will easily fix this software issue. So do I recommend this headphone? And I'll say yes, to the casual listener. So if you're not an enthusiast and you're not bothered about what you expect from a headphone in terms of its sound quality and customization, then I think these are fantastic with the build quality and especially at the price point. Now, if Moondrop addresses all the minor issues, then suddenly it'll be a headphone not to be ignored by anyone. Okay guys, that's it from me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. Hit the subscribe button to stay connected. My name is Oni, and as always, just enjoy the music, and I'll see you in the next video.